I decided to wash the engine on this 2017 Accord for the first time, considering how dirty it's getting, plus I guess having a clean engine would increase the visual appeal of the videos on this channel. And just in case you haven't washed your engine before and you're considering to do so, I'll use this opportunity to demonstrate how to give an engine a quick wash. I'll also cover the things you should and shouldn't do while washing an engine. Finally, I'll try to use this opportunity to see if I can get rid of some of this aluminium corrosion. Now let's get this. Here are the things I'll be using today: engine degreaser, detailing brushes, waterproofing material, microfiber washcloth. I'm also trying out this acid-free matte cleaner product on the corrosion, which is also safe for uncoated aluminium. I use a pressure washer, even though I'll set the pressure at the barest minimum. You don't really want to go all guns blazing with one of these. You risk breaking seals or forcing water where they shouldn't go. To enhance drying, I'll just use the reverse function of my vacuum cleaner. First, I'll start by covering components that you don't want water to get to. Number one is your ECU. This car happens to have the ECU in the engine bay, and I'm using a Ziploc bag for extra protection. I don't want any stories. Second is your alternator. The alternator can actually get wet, but it doesn't want you flooding it with water. I actually used to wash the engine on my 2003 Accord with the alternator exposed, and nothing ever happened. Some people will also cover the ABS model, but I'm not going to do that. If you have an older engine with distributors, cover those as well. Finally, I disconnect the negative terminal of the battery just as a precaution to reduce any risk of electrical shorts. I start by applying the matte cleaner to the corroded parts and allowing some dwell time. Next, I start agitating with a brush, trying to get off as much corrosion as possible before hitting it with water and rinsing off all the chemicals. I don't really want to leave any trace of this cleaner behind. Next is the degreaser. I coat the engine with this product, spraying liberally and leaving it to dwell for about 5 minutes, after which I follow up with agitation with the detailing brushes. Elbow grease does help to get some of these dirt off. It's starting to dry off, so I rinse off what I've cleaned so far. I hit it again with some car wash solution, coating the entire engine and continue agitation with the brush. I basically go around the engine trying to cover all the parts that my hand will get to. Having different sizes of brushes helps because it helps to increase your reach, even though you have to agree that you wouldn't be able to get to every single part of the engine. Finally, it's time to rinse everything off. Again, note that you really don't want to start sticking your pressure lance or your garden hose under the engine covers. You don't want water to come in contact with your ignition coil, even though it has seals. Rinsing is done and I bring in the blower using the reverse side of my vacuum cleaner. This is not an absolute must, but a nice to have. First, I focus on blowing water out of the electrical connectors, for the oxygen sensor, for the MAF, for the ABS module, and for every other connector I can see. You're not going to be able to get to every single one of them. I also use it to blow out large collections of water from the engine bay. Last but not least, I apply this engine dressing product. I like this because it doesn't leave an oily feel and it's water based and contains no petroleum distillates. I leave it to dwell for a bit and I wipe off the excess, and we're almost done. I remove the waterproof material from the ECU as well as from the alternator and use a damp cloth/brush to clean both parts as much as I can. Finally, this is what the engine looks like after cleaning. I'm in no position to celebrate just yet. I still have to start the car, ensure there are no warning lights. I also do some spirited driving to check that there are no misfires. Finally, I reconnect the terminal of the battery, start the car. It runs fine, there's no check engine light. I've also driven it at highway speeds and have absolutely no misfires. Hope this has been helpful. Catch you on the next one. Peace!